Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. And I want to welcome Michael to the Patreon community. It's really great to have you over there, Michael. I've always appreciated your friendship and your long support. This is the 28th day of November 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation, an exercise that I do each and every morning to remember my life objectives and principles. Those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can get a copy of from the link down in the description. I recommend the hardbound edition. I also use this time to reflect on the last 24 hours to see how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met, to plan for the coming day, and to ready myself to die. But before all that, a poem. Let's do a second reading of the poem titled To Autumn by John Keats. There were we read this for the first time yesterday. There was no vocabulary that I didn't know, so I didn't have to look anything up. That's rare. Let's give it another read. To Autumn. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to send budding more, and still more, later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has overbrimmed their clammy cells. We have not seen thee oft amid thy store. Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on a granary floor, thy soft hair lifted by the windowing wind, or on a half-reaped furrow sound asleep, drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook spares the next swath and all its twinned flowers. And sometimes, like a gleaner, thou dost keep steady thy laden head across a brook, or by a cider press with patient look thou watchest the last oozings hour by hours. Where are the songs of spring? Aye, where are they? Think not of them. Thou hast thy music too, while barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. Then in the wailful choir the small gnats mourn among the river sallows, borne aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies, and full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne. Hedge crickets sing, and now the treble soft, the red breast whistles from the garden croft, and gathering swallows titter in the skies. Okay, I think I see the poem more and better now. So I knew yesterday it was about a season. Now I'm seeing all the characteristics of that season unfolding. Sense of what it's like to have autumn upon the land, in all the little bits and pieces. So tomorrow when we read it again, I'll focus on the bits and pieces. What an interesting thing. I wonder if I'll then, when I get back to Japan in particular, where there are strong 4 seasons, I'll try to pick out those same bits and pieces from what I see, and maybe record it in a way. Maybe this poem alone will have an impact on flavoring my YouTube videos in that capacity, as I'm doing my narration, as I always like to do. I'm sure it will. Poetry does that. All right, let's carry on. Yesterday and last night, it was a good, solid day of work yesterday. I could have done better. I could have done better. Motivation was a little down, but I did my duty. More to come today. No particular challenges or opportunities, although I did ride the motorcycle to work yesterday, which was a challenge and an opportunity, and a bit scary, but it all went fine. Okay. Now, the good life. Creed, that is. 8 objectives. To be always ready to die. To make good and effective use of time. To develop and maintain good and sound life principles. To cultivate good emotional reactions. To perform good actions. To recognize true limits and true opportunities. To do just one thing at a time, and do the things slowly and deliberately and carefully, and then to keep my balance. My 35 principles, which I've been struggling with the last couple of days to get them out clear and straight and complete. Let's try again. War, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil. Atomic principle, principle of nature, the pyroride, maturity, social principle, principle of family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of offal, distraction, agency in the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun, and being prepared. Boy, it sure feels like I got them all. I didn't take count. It went smoothly. Closed my eyes and just focused on nothing, and then the words kind of come. Okay, isn't it funny how the muse doesn't work that way? When the muse strikes, he doesn't care what I'm looking at. All right. As for today, it's an interesting day. I have a few meetings in the morning. Then I'm going to go do a ride along for, which is the thing to do, to go out and learn how the agency, people who work at the agency where I'm working now, where I'm being assigned right now, do their job. So I'll be doing a hazardous material walk along, site walk along. Got my boots, made for walking and riding. Don't anticipate any particular challenges or opportunities, although I'll try to ready myself for the unexpected. As for death, my affairs are in order, my relationships are sound, and my life's work is done. I'm ready to fall backwards into the sea without a single backwards glance. With that, I'll stop. Short one today. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. And thanks again, Michael. Take care. I will move forward and up. I will rarely stop, and I will never